We know about our characters. If we don't, that's too bad. I mean, yeah, let's talk about what we look like. Luke, what do you look like?
Well, very, very bulky. They are heavy and soft, so they have like a lot of fat over their muscles, like treacle flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a very thick voice. They're thick set. They have long ceremonial robes that are like old. They have skin that is like a dappled, like a brown legs, and like along their spine probably, though I don't think anyone has seen their back. They got like the old man's beard moss.
Amazing.
Hanging off their face like a beard.
How long is this beard? Are we talking
like
clean cut? Like.
Yep.
Gorgeous. I love it.
And their hands are huge, like spades.
Yeah.
Like they got big spade-shaped giant hands they're carrying on their back. It looks like someone took like a 4-foot length of like. Cool. And the color of it is this like silver birchy, like white silvery kind of like color. Blood or sap like sunk into it during that process.
Cool.
And
That's cool.
no one has seen what is inside it.
So, Ichtha is a tiefling. And I have a brown skin that's kind of got like a coppery, burnished kind of look to it, and like kind of those long and 4 eyes, like eyes in a normal place, and then ones that are further down that don't actually.
Yes, decorative
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The traditional decorative eyes.
Yeah.
That makes perfect
I mean,
sense.
look, that sounds Ia as hell.
Black, kind of like wavy, quite like dense hair. That's yeah, and like just kind of short, like a row of like kind of. Exactly. And she wears like pretty sturdy hammer, like one you use to hammer things. That the head of it is made of like hangs off her belt. So yeah.
Yeah. I love we've got
She's
hammer
awesome.
buddies.
Yeah, we do that. She has that as a very functional tool, as well as now her weapon. She is quite a small person. Lots of strength in her muscles. She's been a hard worker. She has very like large, sparkling eyes. She has a lot of dark brown skin and black hair, which she keeps. I think she has a classic kind of like short side, like front kind of a look that's probably got actual grease that keeps it going. Her from working at the forge, and she's rocking some scale armor to
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. Oopsie.
If we have to fight a tall thing, you can ride on my shoulders.
It's important to let your GM know what you want to play.
Mechanics and character creation. Twitch.tv/ACJack.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Couch
god, I
couch
can watch
edition.
us. That's so.
Sorry, I don't know why I've decided that needed to be sad. Alright, start in amongst the like jungle and forest. But there is still like a corner of town that people live in, and all the way into the rough to like find food and things like that. And today I kind of probably fungal spores or similar, and it's just sitting heavy, hacking and coughing.
Ooh.
And like trying to like stay inside as much as that is possible or makes sense.
Clear out part of town. I live in the really fucked up ruined bit because little lonely badger literally staked them into the earth and bent them and tied them at the top. And as the undergrowth has taken hold of them, they've like grown into like a like 15 feet tall. Or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, just saplings, just little. Cool.
So, if you go prospecting for rumors, you don't have to. Each person can if they want to.
Right.
Tall tales are told first hand. The GM will give you a reliable rumor. From a 7 to 9, you hear vagaries, if any.
Mhm.
Then, with rumors or not, choose a destination and set out.
I will prospect.
You can roll 2d6 plus your charisma score. Rolling real dice on this channel.
Yeah.
What do I want to use? Do you want me a d12?
A D12.
No.
Yeah.
No, not a 2d6.
11.
11. What they're pretty sure is an ogre walked past town holding a goat. Like, you're what, 8 feet tall?
9 feet tall.
9 feet tall? This thing was like 12.
Okay. It's my big brother.
Apparently walked past town.
With someone else's goat? Or just a goat?
Well, no one in town has a goat.
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
It must come from somewhere. I'm about to be spooky and bullshit.
I'll try to contain my shock.
Can
Pronouns.
they know?
They don't. Every time I hear their name, it's just my heart.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, yes, Ash. Is that reasonable? Charisma's not great. I got a 7 on that juicy spirit gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have a look. Surrounded by an evil curse, that means that like the clearing around their tree has like big brambles and things like that. Where they had a beautiful garden, it's now
Yes.
brambles. No,
Oh.
it's bad. It's bad brambles. It's cursed
Yeah,
brambles.
I'm like little lonely
Yeah.
brown.
Great.
Cool.
Do you want to go looking for rumors plus charisma?
Oh my god.
Cool, that's good because I have -1 charisma. So do I have to roll for how many coins I spend? Is that
Then roll 2d6 plus nothing.
6? It's no good.
Yes.
It's
the
not good.
proletariat.
Okay, I think this is lives apparently a man who has who no he has a shell like a tortoise, and he apparently in return for like people bringing him food.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I want to get home, so I'm up for getting some.
Always knows each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just trying to. The true wisdom you need in return for food.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
The non-cats
It's really
says little lonely badger, looking like very kind of like put out on their behalf.
Right, I
In
The
character.
lonely badger just like looks at you and blinks because
someone in town has a map to the Nodcap.
and they frown and make like a thoughtful noise, and they're like, but now it has been overgrown and claimed.
Do I know anything about what a non-cap is? Can I spout more, perhaps?
Yes, you can.
Be more careful where I put things and stuff. Probably.
I'm just going to see if I can turn off auto adjust on the microphone. Apparently it's record stereo audio, no. Sample rate. I'm going to put it down a little bit. Audio. Have an audio auto adjust setting. Sorry. Mix it ingest. and try and get
Put it on
everyone.
tripod if we want, or it should be.
No, it's just the like the width, the camera.
Okay.
Now, what was your rumor again?
The goat was alive.
Walked past town.
That just
carrying
grows.
An alive goat.
And but probably not.
I feel like you are making unwarranted assumptions about the nature of this.
Inanimate nature
I still,
of the wheelbarrow.
I still really want to check out the lizard folk in an automobile drag racing.
I don't know what that is, but
That's a rumor.
oh,
Yep, you can have a look at those
Alright,
as well.
Let me talk you through the rumor log.
Please.
There's trouble with the chitons.
Ash,
Yeah, I'm deeply,
That's so
deeply
good.
excited about that. Some folk on the edge of town were visited by a man who said he was an ancient king. It was a gem rhino thing whose hide was studded with magical thorns, but apparently Henri and Brother Dog did a thing about that. To reveal a massive bone pile where there was like a battle long ago,
Oh wow!
and then all of the rumors that we have heard.
I'm super interested in the river because I.
On the way to.
Oh, okay.
So you'd be able to make those two
Can-
connections.
I mean, I'm not particularly concerned about the nod caps, but if
Very concerned about.
I know,
That concerns them.
that's
I
fine.
just thought you, the
Oh,
player, should-
yeah, I
I
know.
thought you, Melody.
On maps, right? Which means more chance of finding me the right direction to get
That's
there.
definitely true.
Caps because they're in need of us.
I fear horror.
That's
Hope
fine.
is a good thing.
Don't worry.
Do prepare yourself. Like looks past
Uh-huh.
the ruined shambles of a town
Uh-huh.
to the overgrowth beyond, and just like
Way up at you and says, I fear that too.
yeah, and they just like reach down, just like engulfs your shoulder.
I feel like your hand is going to be like nearly the size of their torso.
I could-
This is torso,
Yeah,
right?
like,
Like yeah,
this
like
is gonna
they
be-
could.
But we mustn't give up trying, so
They just like make a thinking noise.
Go to the river via the
Yeah,
nod
so we
caps.
like who wasn't in town?
Oh,
who
I
was
was
the not
creatures in need of our assistance.
Oh, I don't succeed.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Intelligence.
Yeah, exactly. I think little lonely that sounds like trees like groaning in the wind. It's the sound from Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell
Mhm.
whenever the weird fairy noise like show itself for a moment so they can explain to their friend what a nodcap is.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You get something interesting. So a 10-inch tall figure appears. I think that you need to.
Give it something to wear.
No, not quite.
Part my beard.
No, I think it's going to
Okay,
be the grasses.
okay.
You part the grasses, and even though you could see like through the grasses, when you part it, like dirty canvas shift, and of the same material, a conical hat that comes to like and like a tiny little mouth that like opens quite wide.
Yeah, and little lonely badger like stoops down and like takes one knee and then like leans down so that their face is like
Are there any like flowers and things in your like beard and stuff?
muted greens and grays.
Right. How about?
Oh, actually, I tell you what there is. I think there's like a little like chunk of like ruby-like substance, and they like reach back and like break off a chunk of this and like offer it down to
Nice. Excellent.
offer it
Good
down
job.
to the non.
Yeah. It snatches it.
Alright, well, let's see if we can find this tree.
Very good.
But first,
No.
I would like to discover the truth of the river.
Right. Cool. Excellent.
Paladin, I can like swear myself to a quest,
Oh, that's
basically.
cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
Okay.
very cool. So, how easily? One of the options is an
Give you a +1 if you were the person
Okay.
doing the navigation.
Okay, right.
It's less great if you're trying to find like a safe route.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
At the end of session, you always return to town.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Like just default.
Yeah. Senses that pierce lies.
Cool. Excellent. Great. Sounds good. Who's leading? Excellent. Do you want to roll your 2d6 plus? Now.
So first, you mentioned someone in town has a map.
Honor, which is I can't use for cowardly tactics and tricks. Temperance, which is forbidden gluttony to live. Truth, which forbids lies. And hospitality, which requires comfort to those in need, no matter who they are.
Like the
What are they called? Nodwags?
No.
Snozwangs? Looks at Nissa and winks.
Oh.
With two eyes.
Me too.
I'm just picturing the Holy Badger at 9 feet, you at 6 feet, and then like Nissa at like 4
Like
foot 5.
4,
or
yeah.
something.
Glorious.
So, chat, to, and I cannot suffer an evil creature to live.
I hope them not
is
cats
that-
are leading us.
Yes.
Little Lonely Badger.
Well, first I need to find this map.
Oh, I see. Okay. But the map is to the
Also, Ash.
Mhm.
Who is Henri? This is a name Little Lonely Badger has heard around town.
Maybe.
I don't know. Or did Henri have the map?
No,
Henri seems to be very important.
You get the map off on her. Bao has been seen bringing the disembodied head of another adventurer back into town with Henri.
God.
I mean, in the worst case scenario, I am the
Cammy's-
law of them.
That's Cammy's character?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Isn't
Yep.
Cammy in the...
And I have both my questions answered, so yes, we're setting forth from camp.
Cool.
So. And also I'm Earthbound, so we're rolling +4.
Excellent, do it.
We're gonna crush the Splintering Wheel, touch wood.
No, fail that.
Awesome.
I hacked the Splintering Wheel. How many progress do we need to get to the non-cap place?
Have to get the path that like leads to it once you get to a certain point in the forest because it's gardened. Not some of the mushrooms have been like colored in to make them more colorful with like Sharpie like hanging in and all these sorts of things. And so you're like, okay, like this is obviously the way to a thing that has been made by. And you reach this area where there's where like I think you can see the white of the tree, like what was once like the nice happy space around the around this like big white dead ghost gum tree. But all around the clearing are like like big. Do you know Henri? Like how well? The powers of death.
Like, shouldn't you leave the corpses to feed the soil? Like, if we're making them
Yeah.
walk around now, he's done with them. Is my question.
I think
Because I think that's the question here.
I think you recognize.
Little Lonely Badger like holds out a hand and like stops Ichtha just before she's about to tread on one of the mushrooms that the Nodcaps have been painting.
Sure.
Or are you a horrible
I mean, it's
brute
their
who
house.
doesn't
I don't wanna
care about
trash
the
it.
Nodcap?
It's a lovely house.
You hear a small sad song played on like tiny.
I think Little Lonely Badger like drops to one knee and like hunkers down low again. And
Residents.
what spirits are active here, Ash?
So
I
you
just
just
say they
need to
might
ask
be
that at any
somewhat.
time? They are clearing, not on the tree. The tree has many spirits and bits of magical, like.
There before. Is
Mhm.
that still here, or has that
I think
cleared
there's a
as
bit.
we've
I think
left the
I think
town?
further from town that you've gone in this direction, you're into a valley.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So most of it's a place where dawn and dusk make the.
I love it.
That's very nice.
Mhm.
But I think you can. I think you can. Yeah, recognize that.
Impression like loud and clear. Like the spirit of the tree, the spirit of the place overall is like healthy.
The tree spirit of the place.
Yeah. Little Lonely Badger like makes a like thoughtful humming noise.
And these.
Any evidence of the nuncaps themselves, or like we can hear this music?
Yeah. Do you want moldering smell of watermelon?
Okay. Are there dwellings? Decorative mushrooms and whatnot. I want to try and make my way. Love to defy some danger.
How are you getting past this accursed bramble?
This is like in
Its roots once like cleared out all the other trees,
right.
and then since then.
This is a question for you, really. Can Badger pick me up and put me?
30 feet of.
Yeah, but how am I
from
gonna get back again?
I'll put a hand on your shoulder and say, "Wait 1 second."
And just like gets down on the ground, starts spinning.
Yeah.
no,
How big is this area?
Paladin, not a bard.
There's probably about 5 foot of space between the tree, between the center of the tree and the, like.
I would like to call on. So my heritage ability is blessed radio, but I'm calling on whoever my celestial.
Yeah, your celestial.
Cast the spell. You walk the perimeter of an area, consecrating it to your deity. As long as you stay within that area, you are alerted whenever someone acts with malice within.
Acting a magical effect.
So what I want to do is I want to walk, basically like mentally map out a square and walk to the four corners of.
Yes.
So can you roll
The cleric spell.
the cleric spell move, which is plus wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah, don't be a
Oh!
Oh, friends.
4.
Oh,
I need help.
I mean, you can't help me enough to make it a 7.
Oh, you can.
This ain't
Yeah.
Dungeon World, friend.
Wait, what? How does it? What is it?
Oh, do you
I
want
don't
the
need
XP,
XP.
right?
No,
Like,
no,
it's
cool. That's fine. I mean, whatever you think's more interesting. I don't mind either way.
I think it,
Like a bit of information that might contribute to the way that you
Yep.
interpret this. Living blood has been spilled to power the magic. If you're going to have anything close to doing the same, you will need to make a similar sacrifice.
far side, like the opposite side from me.
Mhm.
So the second point of the, and can feel that like whatever this magic is not like taking root. Like this curse is clearly the problem here, the thing that is like holding it forth. They reach onto their back and from something like there's something about the visual quality of it and the way that it like catches the light. Like this is a branch from a spirit that happens to be shaped like a tree.
Cool.
This is made of like of like all kinds and sorts. There's like sacred herbs of various kinds, like dark, deep black, like glossy holly leaves, and corked like clay pots. We mined and dried into a paste, into like a paste, and then ground down. There's like pigments, like there's like ochre clay. There's like a little bird skull. There's like all these like fucking weird ass like materials. I think they reach in there and like with surprising delicacy from these like enormous like blunt spade like hands, take out the very bright red like ripe berries and like smush the berries and like paint a little like symbol on it. I'm gonna do one of my cool things I can do, which is when you perform a short ritual and invoke the spirits of a place, spend 1 stock.
So are you holding me, by the way, or is my thing
so that
failing?
while it is distracted, like it is distracted by having to
like a blood
in like
shadow,
a weird blood color, yeah.
like a blood shadow of Henri, like as if she manifests itself before you, and like looks you up and down as like, yeah, okay.
What they do next is up to them.
Yeah, so the spirit of this wearing a hood, and it peers out from under it, kind of like, what are you doing, right? Like,
Yeah.
like.
And I'm off in the background, hammer over my shoulder, walking to the next corner. Like...
Yeah, do I have to roll that aid? Or can I get the one because I am rolling plus charisma?
Yes, I think so.
I got a 5!
I think I still have some left.
Okay, would you like your glass?
XP as it happens because I can't roll through the roll.
Mhm.
So I have well failed that roll, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Because by the time you finish doing this, you're gonna realize that your hands are running red with blood.
Whoa!
You've been like just cutting the leaving deep grooves in your palms.
Aww.
Yeesh. Okay. Try my wearing
I mean,
gauntlets.
it's
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
even
that's
then,
okay.
gauntlets
Fine,
normally have
yeah.
metal on the inside of it.
Yeah.
If you had gauntlets, then I would.
Have I
So-
made the curse angry?
Yeah. Well, no. What do you say to it? It's gonna listen to you.
Well, yeah, and so like looks it over, and like looks it up and down, and like kind of frowns slightly, and like
Mhm.
wrinkles their nose, like that's
Mhm.
distasteful a little.
Mm.
And before like
Mm-hmm.
figuring out what to actually say here.
Mm.
So can I roll a discern reality?
Oh.
I got a 1!
Oh.
I got a 3!
Wow.
I'm good at Dungeon World today, everyone.
Oh, you're good at dice.
Assuming that it hasn't.
So sorry, just give me
No,
a second.
yeah, no worries.
Like the
Mm.
by trying to plant something into the earth, all you've
Yeah.
done is like draw your own blood into it
Okay.
to strengthen it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
What are the words you say to the thing?
Yeah, and so I think like on like observing it and like Badger like straightens up and like stands like unfolds to their full height and like looks down. Your purpose in this place? What has Henri set you here to do?
Yeah, and it like this place, Fey enchantments, this place, allure.
Can we hear this?
You can't. You can.
I-
Her
Okay.
voice wandering around while this is happening.
Mhm.
Her the voice of Henri's blood sounds like dry textures running against each other. Of dry.
Badger's just making the like groaning and tree noise. Like there's no words really. that
Yeah.
we
Whereas
can-
whereas
And so little Lily Badger is the nature of children.
Oh my god.
yeah.
They are born and they die.
This is like this is not my birth. Like, it doesn't know why it was created.
Yeah, no, totally. Right? I'm trying to like argue philosophy with.
On, I want to be having more of a physical look at these thorns and doing a more of a. Does it look like there is a way that we could get through if it indeed turns out that maybe this thing is telling lies? In general, bits and things of that.
Yeah. So yeah, you're discerning realities about the thoughts. You can have a question from the discern realities list, which I can find for you. Give me a second.
Cool. Oh, I think.
Or useful to me, or what's not what it seems.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Or what should I be on the lookout for?
It
I
does
feel
seem
like
like it
what
would be
should
that
I
way.
be on the lookout for? Is that not fairly obvious? Like this big. I would like a bit of a different one. I would like what happened here recently.
That's good, actually.
I don't know.
What happened here recently? From out here, without going further in, whoever, like, just filth, like,
Oh my God.
just like bits of bugs and I think they dropped. Those people like headed off into the woods together.
Okay. Would the
To like vomit while that other person was doing their spell.
I see, right. Okay, nice.
So there's a wall of thorns like all the way back, like with my senses that pierce lies, like looking at the tree and everything. Does it just look like that? I mean,
Most of the, well, like with senses that pierce lies, most of the tree itself is like making those things more appealing, right? Like you just like they glint in ways that.
That's good to know.
But you definitely pick that up.
Do I see that there is like a conversation happening with this ghost?
But like flat in the air.
And is there a little bit of like dissolving out at the edges, like?
More.
Oh,
sorry.
okay, sorry.
Mumbling
Sorry,
to
Chad.
one another on the couch.
Strong
this
point
couch.
by Melody.
And do you want to just drag the table forward?
Yeah, sure.
That's the thing that can be
Chat, hang tight. Still on frame, as they say.
done. I'll find out in a minute.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I'm gonna. And I've now, instead of my axe over my shoulder, I've got my sword over my shoulder as I walk back to where this conversation's taking place.
As well.
It was placed here as the children of the town and feeds upon them.
Ichtha kind of like looks up and rolls her eyes, like not at what you're saying, but at like a, oh, here we go. Can you understand us?
Yeah, I think it nods.
Can this tree?
It's something in a strange voice where it says, "It is hard to untangle a knot with more string."
Pass. If you were a warning, we know you've given your warning. Let us pass through your.
Welcome to make your way through the brambles. All I do, like all the curse does, is like, is grow them.
Right. If at work here.
But if the brambles are here, then why do
How long will they last? And how merely a temporary solution? We are here now. We may as well put the torch to the place.
Is the tree an ill that
I am certainly prepared to.
I would wish to hear from?
I do not think this is the home to creatures. I think this is something else.
I felt like some of the
Mm.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and so little lonely badger like smiles and like reaches up and like pats you on the shoulder with this like big borrow something,
Of course.
and they just like reach
Mhm.
and just like bend it off,
Yeah.
and just like snap it,
Sure.
and then like take like spooky curse thing,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, like stoops down again and like holds out this like shiny thing.
Sounds like a parlay.
It does. I got a 7.
With a strange rune like written on its hat. It looks like Sharpie again.
Yay!
Like it like steps out and like puts its hands on its hips and like seems to be waiting for something.
Yeah. I actually have another question. Is all about spirits. Spirits are like their jam. And so people are fleshy type objects. To what extent is like should kill some.
I mean, like,
we should
Fae-
kill some spirits. We can just like grab them
Well,
and
I mean, like
fuck them
Fae
up.
are things that are part spirit, part
Yes,
fleshy,
cool.
right? Like, but yes, you can kill a Fae by killing its body. And it is immortal in this world. Everything above mortals is spirits until you get to wardens. Whatever, will you die of old age? The thing about Fae is that time and perceptions. Resurrection of like true resurrection is time magic, right? And so they are just doing that all the time in a weird way.
Yeah. At this creature, and they're like, little cousin. Of the human village. Is this true? In like spooky elvish font or something.
Offer you a tooth as payment for like, no, we don't.
Oh my god, he's offering you a
Take
prize
this
to
tooth
keep
and look
this
the other way.
secret.
This big for him, right?
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
It's definitely a human tooth.
I've like put a hand to my hammer, like, we smashing?
And they like,
Mhm.
like it's like 10 inches their
Like
face
most
is like,
people's faces are bigger
you
than
know,
these
like
things.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they're like, in like a stage whispering.
It's like, well, okay, you've taken this is
Yeah,
yours.
yeah, I've
and,
taken
and
it,
it like,
I've taken it.
and what it does is it polishes.
This is an interesting offer you make me.
And now, yeah, it pulls out like a lock of hair, like tied up with like.
Are we
Is this
like
a
seeing and
baby
hearing this?
tooth? Like, is this a child's tooth?
Oh yeah.
Are
A
we?
milk
Are we
tooth?
able to like
Oh,
hear and see
God.
this from like a?
Sudden shift from like tree groans to like a deep like badger like growling sound in the back,
You have flint and tinder by any chance?
and
Oil,
they
perhaps?
like narrow their
Do you have
eyes
a
slightly
venture
and
in
like
here?
their nostrils do,
yeah.
like gifts were brought to the tree.
It thinks about it, and then nods in the way of like a child being like, yes, I'm definitely sure about this, but like, sure that would be great,
Yeah, that would be fine.
right? Like it's the thing of like, if I give you ice cream now, will you clean your room?
Like requires child sacrifices by AVO standards. That's pretty evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Civilization.
It's
I mean,
like a
yeah.
Fey building.
Like yeah,
Hmm.
like
Like a Fey building, like a
Yeah.
Fey skyscraper.
Yeah.
Be evil, and I guess I don't know enough about
yeah. I mean,
as a
like
player to know if this is.
like honor, like it needs to be battle, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's
everyone
not
needs
what's
to be like,
happening here. Yeah.
which is not what.
Do I actually give a fuck? Either way.
The beliefs of Horu do not say that this is necessarily evil.
Yeah.
Right,
So it's about like how does Little Lonely Badger like nod. Like, I see. As it goes to like hand to them, just wrap this massive giant hand around the creature and just squeeze.
Stop hitting.
There's a danger here that it will either escape or hurt you.
Yep. Yeah, and 8.
Yeah. I mean, did you kill it?
Yeah.
Yeah, its head pops.
Beautiful.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm up for it, but
Also,
just,
just the little metal spear is made of gold.
Go back over to where the blood spirit is, and put it in the case.
Mm-hmm. It is like, this is a warning. This tree is a lure.
And just walk through the brambles.
Yeah, they just like nod very earnestly at the spirit, like
It's asking for permission to leave.
take its hand in theirs, expectantly.
Yeah,
Like the way you like press someone's hand, and they're like, "You have done well."
yeah, and I don't think.
Oh no, these are the terrible dice.
no, do
the
not.
I'm just wondering if I can pull any kind of bonus, but I don't think so.
Your emotions.
Right. Yeah. Power through real quick and fast. Get cut up a lot.
Mhm.
Go through slowly. Realize that you're not going to make it and head back out. Potentially taking more damage again, but leaving the path open for the others.
Oh, go full hand.
All right.
Yes.
Take a D8.
I'm pretty sure this day it dates from like when my dad was my age.
The
Already.
Yep.
Damn.
Nicely done. That's awesome.
And very intelligently.
Back amidst the like hacking and trying to fight off these brambles, I'm like gesturing for Nissa to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will absolutely.
Approaches. They're like, now that we are like, closer to the tree and can actually like get a glimpse of what's going on, and any non-caps who are hanging around there, and like just getting a vibe really of like the overall like health of the area. That's an 8.
You get a question.
A question.
So once you get to the center, diameter, that like you can see leads into like the inside of the tree, where there's like a little like you would not fit. But
I would fit. Can I do a
You
thing?
might.
sorry, I just realized.
Oh, cool.
All right. Let's jump back to Melody.
Mhm.
As you're fighting forward, you realize I'm assuming that you are too busy to be able to like stop back and focus. Like
Defy
trying
danger?
to defy that danger if you
Sure.
want to.
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's danger, right? Like, so is it
It's
like
there to
so
be
it's like
It's
It's not
towering.
much- yeah. It's this sense that the tree is much larger than originally perceived. Wisdom?
yeah, sorry, wisdom, yeah.
Yep.
We cannot stop throwing dice on this.
We need to get like a little like detail. Yeah, so you
Yeah. getting all those 7 to 9.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going to need you to take a debility.
Okay, cool.
From just the amount, like you've put a lot of energy into this.
Sure, like debility basically means I'll be at like a -2 one of my.
Is approaching down the path. Actually, that's weakened, dazed, or miserable. I reckon dazed or weakened.
Dazed.
Took my pen. I don't know where it is.
Sorry, I keep losing them. Sorry. I'll give you this back so I don't lose it. So sorry, I was dazed. Was it?
So yeah. The people. Sorry, this is before you get to the thing.
Okay.
Right, because as you cross the clearing,
Yeah.
like I have a custom move for to try and resist the
vertiginous massiveness of the tree.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think Little Lonely Badger does resist because, like, small.
And you're 8 feet tall.
9 feet.
9 feet tall. So you're now 18 inches tall.
Cool.
By the time you
Height.
it's
for a non-cat,
it's
I'm pretty fucking big.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
Yeah, but
a
it's
my
only
God.
fucking big for
22 inches.
anything. Like,
That's how big towering over me.
especially them.
How many
Right.
feet tall are you?
Like 4.
So you're 8 inches tall. There's a wooden toy train that's been painted that are like at the base of the tree here, ready to be taken in, are huge to you.
Feels
Yeah,
the
I'm
same.
so-
Yeah, but
So
Ichtha is
is
huge.
massive,
It's-
yeah.
Ichtha is
By the knee or whatever. What's happened to Ichtha? What?
into the hole. So
Oh
there's
my
a ladder made out
God.
of like sticks and like a pencil and like
Oh, it's
yeah.
I've kind of like, I
beautiful.
think I've got like everything.
Yeah.
I haven't even noticed that this has happened. Like,
What here is not what it appears to be. The outward assumption would be, right, like, this tree is like a prime example of Horu doing what Horu does. Like, so, like, on the surface level, like, all of this is, like, within Horu's plan. And so, like, now, particularly even, actually, it's easier now that they're small. A healthy tree or a sick tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what here is not what it appears to be.
Ask like, how healthy is this dead thing? I love that question. Right? Like
Yeah.
While you're looking at this, anything else is giant. Excuse me. Hello. Hi.
Yeah. So is the answer, Ash, it's not actually living, it's dead?
I mean it's been like
Okay, somehow missed that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, it doesn't have any leaves. Like it's
Yeah, okay, it's
Dead
it's
though,
a
or
dead
is
tree.
it
It's a dead tree,
undead?
which is like an important homes. Right? This tree is performing that role exceptionally well for someone.
I think I'm at the stage I'm going to look back and see, I presumably see tiny people.
Yes.
Yeah, you see tiny little
see
lonely
this one?
Like, that are up in the boughs, like hiding and looking at it with their,
Oh my
with
gosh.
their little silver and
I'm
gold
gonna die.
spears.
I'm like looking
Nissa,
around for you
what?
now. Shh, please. It's like so loud on my tongue. This is so great. Yeah, look, I definitely climb up on your hand, and I'm like standing there on this very. You're very big.
I mean, like, melons are still normal size to you.
Nothing has changed except you. And
Tree where
There's
all of
nothing there.
these scary.
Well,
What-
like there are
yeah.
no node caps up there. No.
yeah,
The
what do you
tree
mean?
has worked enchant.
So, is the entry into the tree, is that me size or them size?
They could like
Tiny.
lean in,
Oh,
like
okay,
you could
right.
torso in, right? Like
yeah.
And then you can get pincushioned by spears.
Yeah.
see this one because it's not hiding specifically. The others in the boughs are like quote unquote hiding. In that they've got that. Picks out, drops what appears to you to be some kind of like jelly bean or something. Appears to you to be like a grub.
want to point at this thing and go, get it quick!
It's. I saw it through like a hole,
Do you want
right?
to snatch it
Oh, sorry.
or intelligence?
Intelligence. Fuck. 7.
Through the door,
No.
right?
Yeah, there's another one
And
on the other
oh no,
side.
you grabbed it, right?
Oh, I can't
You
get it
can't
back
pull
out.
your hand out
Okay.
while holding on.
Down, because I'm presuming you've got me on one hand,
Yeah.
and you've got this in the other hand.
Yeah.
I'm
Run
going
down
to
the
like,
arm?
I want to go from one
Oh,
down the arm.
yeah.
Cakes and like sweets and all of these sorts of things.
Do I know enough about the Fae to know that you don't need to question? Alright. Oh no, I do
You
not.
don't know that?
I do not know that. Okay.
Mark XP.
Okay. So
Like yeah.
This
so like,
one can't-
so like if you've got it's that thing where you can like put your hand through it, but if it's in a fist.
the other side of this thing, because I don't want it to go running
Okay,
back to its many friends.
Okay.
I mean,
Although
like
the
so
ones
the
up
door
the
is
tree know
the
where they're
door.
Oh,
There's
okay.
with a
Then there's a
hand.
small.
Can I
gotcha,
see it
gotcha,
at all, or
gotcha.
is like my wrist kind of like
Basically filling the space.
Yeah.
entrance hall
Yeah.
kind of a situation? Gotcha.
Yeah, are like for sorting,
Awesome.
right?
Yep.
And there are some things in here that are like bits of tin, and they're on one side, and then on the other side is all the like delicious baked goods and things.
Where is the side with all of the human body parts?
Is it just the one entrance?
Suspicious.
I mean, like if you're looking in there, then you can see there's one side with like, you know, gems and bits of tin and things, and the one side with like.
Way into the tree, and that's the one that I've got my arm in.
Yeah, you've got your
Yeah.
arm through the big hole into the antechamber,
Okay, right.
and then
Yeah.
and then there's a ladder.
Yeah,
cool. Through a portal.
Awesome. Kind of
Big
through the doorway
human
there, but
head.
there's enough room for me to squeeze into the
Mhm.
entry chamber.
Can
but
I-
you're filling the rest of the
Right.
door with your.
Yeah.
Is like a few inches in diameter.
So, you know, if I can do this, if there's enough room, I'm not going to try to pull it out because that's got the problem.
You Nissa here like if you look down the like stairway, so the stairway goes down into this big cathedral-like space for you. So this one had been bringing up a jelly bean,
Right.
But there was another. I think you can see the other was like carrying it down from the entryway.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like door as much as these guys can make one.
Sure.
Right,
Yep.
'cause it's tiny. Like bar double.
I'm not worried about that barred double door. I can work that out. But at the moment,
The two little guard ones with one has a silver spear and one has a gold spear. These spears are like
Very small.
wow. Oh my gosh.
and yeah, there's a lot of like really shiny gold ones that they have.
I love it.
And yeah, there's two guards standing there, and they're all.
Outside,
Mhm.
little lonely badger is digging a hole.
Cool,
Oh my
excellent.
God.
Little lonely badger has taken this.
Still mighty.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm like that. Well, actually, no. Like if I'm that
Mighty
big,
hard.
it's
Yeah.
probably like still like a foot long, right?
Yeah.
Rub around at the base of like whichever of the roots is most prominent,
Mhm.
and trying to come to grips with like, okay,
That where Henri's thing comes in, right? It's serving a purpose in death.
and it, yeah, like, and it is,
Right,
it is
like,
doing what it should be
Just
doing.
because
It still seems to be doing pretty well.
it's a big part of it.
Yeah, right. And so like they are like literally digging amongst its roots and like where
Hail that I perceive, does it seem to be coming from the tree itself, or can I not tell? I'm happy to not know.
Like I'm like I want to just tell
I'm
you,
out of penalty
but
for
like,
wisdom at the moment,
yeah, I'll
so
roll.
will you.
And you can
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel like
That's fair.
can we have like a conversation?
like deep, like rumbling voice out of this.
And
tiny
just like this
little-
sudden look of alarm from me
Yeah.
because like you're
Yeah.
very small,
Yeah, they're just like
very big voice.
they're just like, and they like
Meanwhile, I've got this. Stay down.
yeah, and they've like
yeah,
done
yeah, you're like, what?
dark, like sticky, loamy
Mm.
like layer, and they're like,
Do you
reach in
need
and
my
take, like, a
assistance?
handful,
So,
and
like-
just like
And like little bits of glass and all of those sorts of things, right? Eat as if.
this like dark, like chocolatey,
Mm-hmm.
kind of chocolate cakey like dirt,
Mm-hmm.
and
Can,
I'm gonna design realities.
Can I?
Now these with strength.
Yeah. So do I roll just strength?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And how does it work with bonuses?
Narratively.
Ask your questions, friend.
Cool. So I get 3 questions. So the first thing I'm gonna do, because I can always just do this, is
And like, I think this is the thing that I think you noticed that this is the thing that the other thing was referring to. This place is like there's lots of because every single one of these beads or feathers or like or baubles or bits of tinsel and all that. It's that thing of like
But you're tiny and you're the one with flint and tinder. I don't have.
I don't think I am
No,
actually. I don't think I have adventure. here.
Oh, you don't.
magic is not a thing that should be, right? This magic is not.
I mean
Like-
it's not part of a natural cycle.
Yeah, right. Like it's not. It's not. And is like making.
It's not a him there, right?
It's complicating. Like
me.
ideally,
Wow.
ideally, the harmony
Mhm.
is that these spells are inconvenient and pesky, and so I'm like, how can we dismantle the spell part? What here is not what it appears to be.
There's no death in this soil.
Mm.
I like no. You can tell like you're a priest of horror. You can tell
I
like
would
when
be able to taste it.
yeah, you'd be able to tell like blood.
Like people here at all?
Uh
Like death by like starvation or exposure?
right? Like, you know, like there's a lot of decay of like fingernails and things like that, right? Like the
In terms of a way to end this.
in terms of a way to end this. Already like the nod caps above you are already like restless, like more if they don't have a like a rally, like a place to like problem, it could be bad. It could be good, it could be bad.
Okay, cool. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Woven into the most of the spells are woven into the physical objects.
Please share.
Igtham, take a
No!
deep breath.
I feel like I can hear this.
Full body
Yes.
booming, like full barrel chested, like as loud as little Lonely Badger's voice gets, which is like, there is wealth down here to be had, and they like stupidly pick up like a shiny little like stone and take what they can carry and spread from here.
Oh my god.
Is
Alright.
that by being terrifying?
That doesn't sound helpful.
No.
No, but like I mean, it's like it's them coming down. And
The spells are in the physical objects,
Yep.
and the things are waiting for direction.
yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
God,
you were
I'm
just-
so
Oh
angry.
no, I've got if your parlor doesn't work, I have.
Yeah,
some-
you go back. You go
How
back.
dare
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
The thing about playing
Fictional
yeah,
positioning
it's
back and forth.
100% that.
Let's dance, you and I.
Yeah, and my charisma's not great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I aid you? With I don't have much
I don't know why
way
you're
of
looking at me.
charisma, but I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
shiny
yeah, we-
things. Come on, this is
Yeah,
great.
show them some people
Come on
starting
out,
to
yeah,
get
like,
on
we
board,
can-
and then
And coin.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely spend the coin. Heck yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can spend.
Can
Now,
we come
you're-
back?
If
Deal
you want to
with
spend
that.
if you want to spend a few coin, you can help.
Cool. the thing that I a little bit like, okay, we can let go. We're gonna help this one. That's gonna be fine. And like an offer.
You're not gonna. You're sincere that you're like offering them treasure and saying leave, right?
I mean, there's all this treasure down here.
I go along with it, but no, that's fine.
No, I would. Why would I lie?
I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to check, though.
Lying is a human invention.
So I want to aid you.
Tactics and tricks. I mean, I feel like we're saying leave, have some treasure, go. We're not lying to them.
Okay.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna do it.
Convincing your enemies to run away is
Where'd
not.
you
I got
go?
10.
Okay.
Yes!
I got the 10.
They start pouring out
It's
of
like
the
an
tree.
army.
I'm
Oh
glad I
my
didn't
gosh,
fight
I'm
them.
like desperately trying to get to
There
a
are
side.
suddenly boughs. Some of them start coming in down, digging. Like some of them just like pop up from like having already been under the
Like
earth.
daisies.
Oh gosh, I
Right?
love
And
this.
just go like, look! Off the door and just start grabbing things from
There's
their
treasure
trove.
inside.
Okay,
And
love it.
I've got my little spear, and I'm like,
What?
he had a funny thing on his head. He
You
was
made-
either a leader or a wizard.
You
Like,
made the leader into jelly.
how spirits work.
This is gonna keep going on for like a solid 20 minutes as like you just
Yeah, right. That's just like
they
a
just
tiny
start
help.
they're pulling the
You, like,
they're
pull your
looting
hand
their
Stop.
Yep.
I think Lonely Little Badger.
There's so much
little,
stuff.
Yeah, Little Lonely Badger just
But I don't
like,
think Little Lonely Badger knew that there was a whole hoard of treasure.
yeah, I don't
underneath.
think I don't. Take your arm out now.
Yeah, he's been having these little like hundreds of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
As soon as that happens,
yeah,
pull out a pouch and like roll a cigarette and
Yeah.
like.
because like none of them would be bothering with their invisibility and
Like one niggling thread in all of this that concerns them. And they're looking for any of these things.
Yep.
If any of them
the
look
nod caps,
more like that than the others.
like the nod caps we
Yeah.
couldn't for? No.
Okay, and yeah, because yeah, but yeah, like once they're satisfied that that's not the case, they're like, yeah, cool, okay, good, we did it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
And do we?
Again.
yeah, no, you would. I think that
Yeah,
but,
so
like,
you asked that question just as we realized that Little Lonely Badger is starting to grow again.
And I'm. It's because it's happening.
Nicotine poisoning.
Because it's
Yeah,
happening
I
so
know.
slowly that you're getting bigger, it's like I'm not noticing it until you're too heavy.
there's a toddler on your shoulder smoking cigarettes. There's a weird sequel to the vehicle on the
At which Little Lonely Raindrop is like equal in height to Ichther.
That's really
character
cute.
from
The
elsewhere.
Lonely
Sure.
Raindrop just like, I did it. Sorry. It's Little Lonely Badger. Different character.
just checking on like making sure.
Yeah, and once it's like clear that like this has worked and the tree is like demagicking thorns, over to where it looked like the curse had been like laid of themselves, and
Mhm.
I think even they like reach out and find like a little stretch of thorn that doesn't have any thorns.
Your thing first.
No.
I am watching this all unfold, and like I am watching specifically like trying fundamentally changing so that this is just going to be a tree, like
Well, like the
You know?
enchantment is fundamentally changed,
Yeah.
right? Boosting it because it was full nod caps.
But now there's gonna be some sick birds. Oh my god, we can find those two birds from the other episode and
like a little chisel. And I am going to carve like a trail mark in the side of the tree that's like the symbol added to the map.
Cartographed.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a deep groove, it's fine.
Also,
it's
you're
the principle.
They're told otherwise, the thorns will continue to like do their
Mhm.
job,
And
right?
keep
Like
people away.
or
Or shrink people.
Yeah, we get like Little Lonely Badger like comes back out of the other side of the thorns, and I feel like at this point the props they used to summon the thing just aren't there anymore. Like it took it with them or whatever.
Mhm.
Like it's no longer there, and they like make like it up and kind of like look into it like thoughtfully for a moment, and then start to pull out like there's like from like a wolf or a bear, like some kind of like big fucking predator animal that are like blood stained as though it had been like feeding on a thing, and so grabs those as well. And then some chalk dust gets like sprinkled in the air and carries on the wind, and they like open their mouth in the same like
it warns you, traveler.
Never ceases to weird me out when they do that.
Yeah.
It warns you, traveler.
Round
Mm-hmm.
to look at the tree,
Mm-hmm.
and they say, "The lure is." Yeah, and they just like let out this like long, gusty sigh. I kind of do though. Is it physical enough that I can interact? Yeah. Yeah. Do I know like what would like how one kills a spirit that has no body?
It's not a spirit. This is a curse.
Yeah.
How do I know how to break curses? Is that a thing I know about?
Do you have an ability for breaking curses? How to break
Yeah, I
curses?
think I know how to break curses. That sounds
Sure,
reasonable.
go for
Especially like blood curses. Like this is some deep horror shit, right?
To break the curse, what were the things that were paid?
Blood.
As long as the blood price isn't paid, the thing that you isn't it, right? Because it is the moon that erodes this.
I think we're done here, right?
This curse, and I would not have it linger longer than it needs to. Blood reach into the wooden chest thing, which like is mostly ochre dust that they just like chuck over one shoulder. Like, nope, that's useless. And like noise, and they reach in, and there's just like a great like handful in this like massive like spade like hand of just seeds, and really tiny and delicate in their like massive hand we see like a moonstone, and they just like throw that in after it.
What's happening? Like, I'm gonna sit down just in the dirt around the tree and call over Nissa. Nissa, come here.
Yeah.
You're home.
Hasbrook.
Can you describe it?
It's
It's-
like so for you, it's like a village in this town would have like two major things that weren't houses. So
It's quite large for this area, and we have
Right. Is there? Does the river go past the town?
close. Yeah.
I pull out like paper and like quill or whatever at this point, and I'm like kind of sketching.
just so you're aware, there are several rivers near Beta.
Yeah, that's cool. All the rivers ultimately connect with one another if we follow the map. Are there any natural landmarks?
A strange graveyard between the trees. Light grey. There must be more than 20.
The stone.
That's knowing something about it like that makes it easier to find. We'll get you that. Might be.
Cool.
And like then folds it all up and puts it away.
Yeah, and like little lonely badger like closes the pouch. Yes, but I think what has happened, so she does not waste blood trying to redo. They like pat you on the shoulder.
When you reach the end of a session, you return to town more or less safely.
Yay, we did it!
XP.
I think I
I
had.
don't know that I def- yeah,
Okay.
that's sketchy.
These guys
Something need its natural end.
Uh,
I sped up the end of that curse.
Yes, I think that. Yes. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Ooh.
yeah.
Mark an XP.
Yay!
Did we loot a memorable treasure? Did we discover something new and fantastic?
I mean,
No, because it had
No.
already been discovered.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
magic in the soil. But I mean, this whole thing was
Yeah,
magic. so
yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. If you overcame a threat to Beta or filled a lead,
Oh, and so we
Yay.
did do that.
you did do that.
So do we
We
record
stopped
that, or
the
do you
bad
record?
trade.
I
it?
record
Okay,
it.
cool.
We stopped the
Good
bad trade.
Beta.
If you returned bearing great, returned to town broken, battered, and in need of care, reduce the town's
No, I
fortunes
think
by one.
I took no damage.
Yeah,
So we got 2 XP for the end of session questions?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
5.
No, you got one.
Yes.
But like, overcome a threat to the town is like not an XP question. It's, a different-
it's more important.
yeah.
Yeah.
People come back to like work on things in the town later. They'll have an easy time.
Cool. That's
Yeah,
great.
we've now reset fortunes to. The apothecary is really bad luck, and we all just are consistently
Because the
roll
problem is,
bad, and
if
then
you
it's
work on things, right?
goes
Like you're
down.
causing trouble in town, so it goes down further.
Oh gosh.
So when do we try to work on things? Is that something that?
the character.
You, the player.
Yep.
I feel otherwise it's.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but
it's
the
like-
wording that probably could be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
And the VODs and see if they're like redeemable.
Worth it at all.
I mean,
yeah.
if we can find a way to make it work, I mean, this could be like a. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, because it's a fun way to game. Like
Yes.
actually being together.
It
Like
is
Yeah, I
nice.
agree. Yeah.
It's good times.
I love
tech.
Ready.
We've got,
Yeah, I've got all the tech set up for
Yeah.
it.
good tech.
Mm.
Ready
Yeah.
for it.
So,
It's really fun.
do we want to do? No, I don't want to do shout outs.
Shoutouts is weird.
Yep, it's weird if you're doing it in person.
We're all cute. Follow us on Twitter.
Follow me on.
Well,
I'm
Games.
gonna
This
shout that
character
real
is just
loud.
me in real life.
That's my little Eevee with underscores between things.
Oh no, wait, that's actually your Twitter. I mean, it's still sweet, but it's also